See you tomorrow.
Broadcast. Want to welcome everyone to Global Markets Radio Daily Recap. This is the last one till at least the beginning of the new year, if we even make it. That's it, people. My videos are now for premium and premium junior only. If you'd like to find out more about my premium services, feel free to email me at info@globalfxllc.com. You can sign up for my service at globalmarketsradio.com. Follow me on Twitter for some freebies, just not videos, at Voice of Forex. My fan page on Facebook, Voice of Forex. And this video will be the last video that I'll be posting on Voice of Forex on YouTube. I'll be posting my videos on a new premium station on YouTube, as well as I will be recording for the first time ever for premium and premium junior. I will be recording my daily trade recommendations. So there'll be 2 videos per day. A recap and the daily trade recommendations. Now remember, premium, full premium, gets you access to my chat room 24 hours a day. I mentor in there for about 5 hours a day. You get daily trade recommendations with stops, entries, limits. You get research that costs a lot of money. 90%, 99% of the time. So again, if you're looking to try my service, and again, this new year, this next 4 months is going to be freaking wild. This month is going to be crazy. I'm telling you, this is such a setup. I mean, listen, you know I'm bearish. You know I'm a bear. If you've been following me, you know I am so bearish. I think the stock market's going to collapse in the next 4 months. I think we're going to 1,100 on the S&P easy. That's 300 handles from here. But first, we need to break through 1396. And as we saw here, sort of the PIMCO Bill Gross rally today, saying Draghi's going to deliver, buy all assets, reflationary, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But I'll tell you what, that's on Thursday. Got the U.S. jobs number on Friday. It's going to suck wind. But really, it's all about the 12th. It's all about Germany with the vote and Apple's big announcement on the same day. Thought that was kind of interesting. And then we get into the debates between Obama and Romney, Israel, most probably attacking Iran in the next 4 months. The markets are going to be wild. And if you're not sure about what's going on, you want someone with 18 years trading experience, try my product. Stop wasting your time trying to figure things out. Let someone help you. If you're losing money in this market, and again, it hasn't been an easy summer, but it's going to get easy. It's going to be easy to sell the bounces. But I just think first we got to have an explosion. A monster move. To the moon, Alice. Squeeze the shorts. To the moon. And then back the truck up. I think the euro, too, looks like it wants to go up. I thought today's action was very weird in the sense of the dollar really rallying a little bit. I guess oil being down so much. But this S&P's, we rallied. And the Aussie went nowhere. The euro went really nowhere. Best acting currency is the Canadian dollar. Check out Aussie Canada. Look at that one. Coming in nicely. Bang. So he's going to break par. That is one nice head and shoulders pattern, too. You got to wait and sell the bounce. But again, with crude coming in, gold looks tremendous. And again, I think that's also anticipating El Draghi delivering. But at the end of the day, Eins, Svein, the Germans, I don't know if they're going to deliver. They might vote this sucker down. They might vote not to allow the ESM to buy bonds. It's not going to be good. I don't know who thinks that they're going to be able to get rid of all the banks in Europe are going to be able to sell their government bonds at par. You're nuts. I just think over the next 4 months, we are going to have, I think gold's probably going to explode even more. First, we got to have a meltdown because I do think gold is going to retest. I'm sorry, this is silver. Looks the same as gold pretty much. Sorry. But I do think we're going to have, gold's going to go to the moon. But that's after the meltdown, when they flash crash everything. When they need to sell, they sell everything, even the winners. Sometimes they even sell the winners first. Apple. You have an election that's coming up, and I'm telling you, if Obama's reelected, stock markets collapse. If Romney is elected, Ryan, stock markets might go up initially, but I don't know if it's going to be so good. Remember, the part that really drives me crazy in this whole election, politics, bullshit, is that if you're for Obama and you thought he was going to change things, did he? He left in place the two cronies that helped cause the collapse in the financial markets. Back in 2008, the mortgage disaster. You're talking about Geithner and Bernanke. And we know Barney Frank, and we know Dodd. We're all part of it. And Bush, too. But Obama left in two of the biggest cronies that continues to allow the printing of money to buy bonds that are going to eventually collapse. I mean, what's going to happen to the Fed's balance sheet when the value of the bonds they own plummets and interest rates explode? They're going to print more money. They won't be able to stop the wave. It'll be too huge. They'll have to print too much money. It will be impossible. And I still believe, I really would like to have seen what it would have been like if they didn't bail everyone out and just guaranteed $250,000 in deposits. Hey, the wealthy would have gotten nuked. All Lehman wealthy client list, private client group, wiped. They might get back some. But all that money that went to bail them out, yes, you got the money back. And yes, the Treasury did get the money back. But look who it really helped. The average income of the average American went down by 5% over the last 3 years. Wasn't that what it was supposed to help? Isn't that what drives the U.S. economy? So again, gold I think is going higher. S&P, look at this daily chart. And again, I truly believe, without equivocation, 100% we are going here. And it's going to be fast. It's going to be like this. Hopefully, we don't bounce like this and we could sell this rally like here, Amazing, the comeback. Boom. And then this. But this is going to happen again. I have no doubt about it. It's going to be a 5-day event. Bang, bang, bang. Now, could you wait? Do you want to try and anticipate it? Will it be a black swan where it's so obvious? Everyone's saying this is it. This is bad. Maybe. But I still think there needs to be a melt up first. I still think maybe if we get to, this channel line here, 1450. First, we got to get to 1450. Oh, baby. And then I think you back the truck up. Again, there are so many storm clouds on the horizon between the Middle East, Obama throwing Israel under the bus, Israel forced to do whatever they want. I mean, it's incredible. The foreign policy of the Obama administration is incredible. You're talking about a U.S. president that has lied to the American public saying, I will not let Iran have a nuclear weapon, and he's done exactly that. Allowed them to have it. And has leaked classified information on covert operations that any president, any person that hears this stuff is cringing. How could he allow this to happen? How could he leak information that we might be doing another covert Stuxnet against Iran? It's disgusting. So again, people, this next 4 months, time to make enough money to last a long time. Me love you long time. So again, if I'm right and we come into this level, oh my goodness, it will be something. But I don't see it happening until after September the 12th. I could see the squeeze. Draghi probably delivering bad U.S. employment number. Talk of more QE. But there's just air down here. Air. Needs to be filled. And I thought the Australian dollar, obviously I think it is one of the most overvalued currencies on the board. Certainly rolling over. Still never hit my channel line. Though it was interesting, the RBA, Royal Bank of Australia, left rates unchanged, but also said they thought the Aussie would have been hit a little more. It looks like it's going lower. I mean, this Aussie is certainly looking terrible. But we do have GDP coming out tonight. I would imagine it's going to be a little lighter. But then if it comes in light, what do? They'll talk about lowering rates, and that'll be good for the economy. But I think, UBS's comment, very interesting. I don't want that. Comparing the Aussie dollar to the pound back in 2007-8. And it's going to be a meltdown because the mining expenditures, the investment in mining is dropping tremendously. Even though it is up it's going to be up from previous year, the rate of increase is much lower. Certainly I think we should hit a fib. And we're right there right now. So we break through 102. We're going to 101. Easy. Easy. I see a nice spot there. Maybe even back to par. But again, I find it hard to believe that gold is going to continue to break out. I think crude more or less going down because Obama is backing down on attacking Iran. Just a joke. A joke. Politicizing national security. That's great. That's just lovely. But gold looks like it's rolling over. But again, Israel right now, today, meeting of they're having their annual intelligence assessment. Iran, they're going to be talking about for 10 hours the top 16 politicians and defense people that can make a decision on attacking Iran. And it's going to happen. Without a doubt. Now, the euro, it looks like it's going to come in for sure. I don't think the euro is going to break here. I think the euro comes into, 125.10. I think you buy it. I don't think we break through here until Draghi. Now, if Draghi doesn't deliver, and again, they're talking about bond purchases. Bond yields in Spain came in dramatically today. Bond yields. So that's should be good for the euro. But I do think there needs to be another squeeze. I think this euro needs to pop a little more. I think we could easily go to 130. And that's where you look to back the truck up. Because, again, the European crisis is not over. There will be more strife, turmoil, revolts. The bottom line is the bottom 50% are still not doing well. The bottom line is that the bailout, and Obama's for the average Joe, right? The bailout has only helped the top 10%. I'll give you that. It has not helped the bottom 50 in any way. The government's just printing money. More Americans are on some form of government U.S. assistance in the history of the United States. 147 million Americans. 40% on some form of government assistance. That's disgusting. That is not capitalism. That is socialism. And that is where this president will lead the United States if he is reelected. Please, don't do it. Don't vote then. If you can't vote for Romney, then just don't vote. But he will be a disaster. We get Bernanke again. We get QE to the moon. Give me a break. QE must stop. I truly believe that it must stop. Obviously, the tax code has to get redone and all these great things, but I just think the debates are going to be very interesting, and that's in October. And, of course, we have the election in November. We have a possible Israeli airstrike, strike between now and then. Crazy stuff. Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. It's coming. And then on top of that, you have the potential earthquake. California had a swarm last week. A swarm. They haven't had swarm earthquakes in 30 years. Something's going to happen there, in my opinion. It's just not good. And listen, up markets, I don't do that great. Down markets, I print money. And if you believe the markets are going to be down like I do in the next 4 months, you need to try my service. I'm doing a year-end special. 4 months. 4 months. For only $400. $200 a month. So again, feel free to email me at info@globalfxllc.com. Dollar yen. Nice little outside candle, I guess. A whopping 30 pips. I mean, who the hell knows? But I do think that it does break. But again, with the stock market going up, I don't see how dollar yen's going to go Momo down. You really need the stock market down sharply to get dollar yen to go Momo down. I still think we hit this channel line at some point, 77. Obviously, more time goes on. This thing goes higher. Maybe gets to 77.25. Whatever. Dollar Canada, very strong, stubbornly strong. And amazing, though, with gold up, breaking out like this, hit 1,700, I believe. I don't see it on my chart, but I think it did. With gold up like this, you would think commodity currencies would have outperformed, but they didn't. And that tells you one thing, they're going down. Now, we might reverse and go back up. Stock market goes higher on Draghi on Thursday. Gold explodes to 1,700. Risk on. You buy the commodity currencies. But this dollar Canada, certainly 98 looks like in the cards, but I think we bounce up to maybe 99. Not looking for an explosion. Something like 60 pips, 70 pips. But again, over the next 4 months, I think this dollar Canada is going to explode. I think, yes, the dollar not being the reserve currency anymore, come on. We're at least a decade away from that even happening. World's still too dependent on dollars. Dollar Swiss certainly looks like it may have reversed here a little bit, sort of an outside candle. Looks like it might want to pop a little more. But in my opinion, the Euro-Swiss peg will be broken of 120, and you will see the return of the Swiss franc to the moon. People flocking there. I don't know how it's going to happen. I think it's going to be Germany maybe balking. Maybe some sort of a Muslim uprising. Maybe it's just an uprisings in general because of the deficits, because of the austerity measures needed to tame deficits. But I think this Swiss franc is going to end the year very strong. That doesn't necessarily mean the euro is. Sterling? No, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this video up for the next 4 months. And when the market is collapsing and going down, I'm going to freaking repost it. Share this baby. And again, those of you that have been listeners of mine for a long time, I appreciate you listening to me. I appreciate you watching me. Hopefully I made you some money. But that's it. It's time. Everything eventually comes to an end. And this gravy train, this free soup, is not free anymore. No soup for you. But again, I do believe it's going to be a wild 4 months. I really hope some of you take advantage of this offer I'm making to try my service. And again, when the market starts going down, it's not too late. You can always join. And again, remember, you're going to be getting not only the daily recap, you're going to be getting now the trade recommendations. So if you miss my live version of them, you come home from work, you can replay them. But they will not be public. They will be just for premium. Cable, looks like it's going higher. I think if you're short it, I'm short it now. But you know what? If this thing takes out 59.10, gone to the moon. Hello. And we're talking 161. But again, I anticipate that the dollar index is going to rally significantly as the stock market goes down. I believe by the end of the year, at some point, we are going to nail this channel line right here. We might even take it out. That's 86. That's 5 cents on the dollar index. That's a lot. We take out 90. Oh, boy. Now, again, remember, that would be a 4-year high. 5-year. So, and again, financial meltdown. Dollar index. But again, in my opinion, this euro dollar also could easily have a big rally first. Do I think we're going to get up to this channel line here? No way. No freaking way. But again, I could see a nice channel line breakout to this 129, 130 zone. Easy. And that's the squeeze. That's the 1450 squeeze. That's a Draghi squeeze. And then, bye-bye. Maybe it's a black swan event. Maybe it's one event I haven't even discussed. Maybe it's a drought. Maybe it's food prices exploding. But this next 4 months is going to be amazing. Hopefully not disaster, destruction, death. Maybe it's rebirth. But it's going to be wild. Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Absolutely. No doubt. And on that note, again, I want to thank you for listening to me all these years. It's been my pleasure. And I truly hope, so what else am I going to look at? One more. I truly hope some of you try my service and make some money. And again, you follow me on Facebook, follow me on YouTube, on Twitter. And again, this gold is so broken out. But I do see nice resistance here. That's about 1775. And then I think we roll over. Now, I'll tell you, Romney gets elected. Gold's going to collapse. No more printing money. Burn your ass off gets booted. Geithner, gone. And then we get back to rebuilding the United States of America on solid foundation and not just printing of money. God bless America. God bless you and your families and your trading. And again, I wish you all the best. It's over.